Hello viewers, hope all of you are fine at all. Welcome to my YouTube channel Civil Engineering General Knowledge. Viewers, please request to subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for the more updates. Guys, today I am going to discuss all types of steel reinforcement rebars one by one. Guys, as a civil engineer, all of we knowing the steel rebars reinforcement used in construction of slab, beams, columns, footings. This we have come across with name. If we are junior also, we know about these things. Guys, I just want to discuss some important points on this reinforcement rebars. PSW, if we observe in some reinforcement rebars, especially in tar bar, not mild and the tar rebars, we see this is logo per PNS 49 2002. This showing the logo company name, and this is rebar size mark as per PNS 49 2002. This shows the rebar diameter is 20 millimeter. Guys, logs or deformation. This is tar like this rough side. Guys, coming to another photo. Type of steel reinforcement. Reinforcement steel is manufactured mainly in the forms of smooth steel bars. We call that also a smooth one is like called as a mild steel, or deformed steel bar. We can call it as a tar steel bar or wine mesh steel bars like this. Why twisted square bar, twisted rebar, these things. Guys, this is also a tar or rough steel bar. You can see that this is the company name and the grade of steel here. That this is the diameter of the steel. This shows 32 millimeter, this is 25 millimeter, this is 20 millimeter, this is 16 millimeter, this is 12 millimeter, this is 10 millimeter, and this is 8 millimeter. This is commonly used in construction. Guys, this is steel rebar. Sometime on this steel surface we see some marks like this H11S60. What does it indicate? Point of origin. Letters or symbols of producing mill. This H symbol, this is the symbol of producing mill, steel mill. Size designation. Guys, this is showing the size of this rebars. This 11 millimeters, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 to 57 millimeter. The size, this is showing the size of steel rebars. Type of steel. Guys, this is this S shows the type of steel. S carbon steel. LW low alloy steel. This is the code. SS, guys, stainless steel. This is the relative code. RS rail steel, used in the railway track, railway engineering. Rail steel. This is rail steel. This is the symbol. Rail steel. And A axle steel. SC low carbon chromium. Low carbon chromium. Guys, we now come across with these symbols and these numbers. we got some idea. This minimum yield designation, grade mark or grade lines are here. Inch, pound markings, metric markings. Guys, this 60 minimum yield designation. Guys, this is the producing males steel, and this is size, and this is the type of steel, and this 60 is minimum yield designation. 60 grade 60. If it is 75 grade 75, it is 80, it is grade 80, it is, if it is 100 grade 100, it's 120 grade 120, non-grade 40 or 50. Guys, this is a metric unit. In metric unit, this instead of 60 it will be 4. It is grade of 420, 5 grade 520, 6 grade 550, 6 grade 690. As per this, this is inch pound markings, and this is for metric units. Guys, this is grade line or grade lines, for stainless steel ASTM. Guys, what is ASTM? American Society of Testing of Material reinforcement bar for grade 60. It is 420. If it is in inch pound, the grade 60s. If it is in metric, it is 420. 420 for grade 75. It is 520. Guys, types of steel bars. This is a mild steel bar. This is not rough. This is a smooth surface. High yield strength. This steel is HYSD bar. This is TMT, thermomechanical tar bar. This is TMX. Guys, these are the types of steel rebars used. Next, guys, what is HYSD? HYSD steel bar, high yield strength. Indicate that this denotes as high yield strength. Guys, you can see this also main reps. These are the main reps around the rebars. Letter or symbols for producing mills. This H is production mill symbol. Bar size. This shows bar size. This type of steel, grade of steel 60 in a pound or inches, and 60 in metric. It is 420 as per full. Grade of steel only, line only. These are just guys, coming to the description note for this types of steel reinforcement. Guys, generally we have these types of steel rebars used in construction. Hot rolled deformed steel bars. This is one type of steel bar. Cold worked steel bars, mild steel plain bars, deformed steel bars, pre-stressing steel bars. Guys, this was about types of steel. What is rebar? We defined rebars. How we can define? Steel reinforcement bar or rebars are used to improve the tensile strength of the concrete. Guys, concrete is strong in the compression, and steel is strong on tension. Tensile strength of the concrete. Since concrete is very weak in tension but strong in compression, steel is only used as a rebar because elongation of steel due to high temperature thermal expansion coefficient nearly equal to that of the concrete. Guys, these are commonly steel reinforcement bars used in construction. Guys, one running length of this steel bars are 11 meters 75 centimeter. Sometimes for some countries, for Russians, some Iranians, type of steel rebars, sometimes it's 12 meter, but this is depends on country and the company specification, but generally the length is 12 meter. Grade of rebars in different codes. Grade of rebars in different codes. We just here looking at guys, American standard ASTM AS615, European standard, this is British standard, this is Indian standard. We compare these four standards one by one. Grade 75, as per grade 75, this is an inch and pound, and this is 520 according to the metric unit. Grade 75 steel is equal to 520 and American standard, and in European standard it is BST 500S, and in British GR 460A. Guys, in Indian standard grade FE 415, FE 500, FE 500D. Generally guys, for grade 75 in Indian standard IS code, this is FE 415 or FE 500. We this comes under FE 415 or FE 500. Guys, remember for American standard grade 75 and in a standard metric unit it is 520. Guys, grade ET in inch and pound, and is metric unit it is 550. It is a European standard, it is BST 500M, and a British GR460B, and Indian standard it is grade FE 550. Guys, type of steel reinforcement. Major type of steel bars used the construction are as follow. Guys, in the construction industry we use commonly mild steel and TMT. Guys, we just want to discuss one by one what is mild steel. The surface of mild steel are plain and round in shape. They are available in the various size of 6 milli to 50 milli. They are used in concrete for special purposes such as dowels, arch expansion joints, where bars must slide in the metal or paper sleeve, for contraction joint in the road and runway, and for the column spiral. They are easily to cut and bend without damage. Guys, the elongation and the more resistant to bending is for this mild steel is much higher than the TMT. Mild steel for the structural building like a bridge and other heavy structures, mild steel bar is not recommended due to not great bonding between the concrete and steel slippage and strength, because this is plain in shape, may cause slippage in concrete and bonding problem also on concrete. That's why not used. Grades in the mild steel bars. Mild steel bars grades designated FE4110 S or grade 60. Mild steel bars grade 2 designated as a FE4110 or grade 40. Medium tensile steel bar designated as a FE4 540 grade 75. Physical requirement of the mild steel bars. This tables physical requirement of mild steel bars and different criteria. Type of nominal size of bars. Here this column. Ultimate tensile strength in Newton per mm square or megapascal. Yield strength in Newton per mm square or megapascal. Elongation percentage minimum. Guys, type of nominal size of the bar. Mild steel grade 1 or grade 60. For bar up to 20 milli. The ultimate tensile strength is 410 megapascal. Ultimate tensile strength is 410 megapascal. Yield strength is 250 megapascal, and elongation percentage is 23%. For bars above 20 millimeter to 50 millimeter, the ultimate tensile stress is 410 and yield stress is 240 and the elongation percentage is 23. Mild steel grade 2 or grade 40. Guys, this was grade 60, guys. Remember, this is for grade 60 and this is for grade 40. Guys, for bars up to 20 millimeter, the ultimate tensile strength is 370 and yield strength is 225 and percentage of elongation is 23%. For bars above 20 to 50, the ultimate tensile strength is 370 and yield stress is 215 and elongation percentage is 23. Again, medium tensile strength is still grade 75 grade, guys. For this, for bars up to 16 millimeter, that ultimate tensile stress is 540 and yield stress is 350 and percentage of elongation is 20%. Guys, for the bars up to 60 millimeter to 632 millimeter, the ultimate tensile stress is 540. The yield stress is 340 and percentage of elongation 20%. For grade above 30 to 50, the ultimate tensile stress is 510, yield stress is 330 and elongation percentage is 20%. Deformed steel bars, guys, this is commonly used in the construction. We call this steel bars as a deformed steel bars. Deformed steel bars have the ribs, lugs, and indentation on the surface of bars, which reduce major problem that is faced by mild steel bar due to slippage and good bonding. It achieved between concrete and rebars. The tensile properties is higher compared to the other rebars. The tensile strength is higher than other rebars. These bars are produced in the section from 6 mm to 50 mm. Guys, this is also important. The diameter available for this deformed steel bar is from 6 mm to 50 mm. Types of deformed steel bar. TMT bar. What is TMT bar? Thermomechanically treated bar. Thermomechanically treated bar. Guys, this is too much important question. Many times asked in exam, an interview question. Guys, thermomechanically treated bars are hot treated bar that are high in strength using reinforcement cement concrete or CC. Or CC means reinforced cement concrete work. It is latest induction in the MS steel, mild steel. MS means mild steel. Bar with superior properties such as strength, ductility, welding ability, bending ability, and highest quality standard international levels. Guys, characteristics of TMT rebars: high yield strength and toughness. This properties or belongs to deformed steel rebars. More bonding strength, earthquake resistance, corrosion resistance, high thermal resistance, economical and safe in use, no loss in the strength and weld joint. Ordinary electrodes used for welding the joint. Guys, high strength deformed bar or high strength deformed bars are called twisted steel bar with plugs, ribs, projection or deformation on the surface. It is extensively and majorly used for the reinforcement purpose in construction. These bars are produced in size sections from 4 mm to 50 mm. Guys, deformed HSD means high strength deformed bar. This is high strength deformed bar. Low carbon value. High strength deformed bars have lower carbon level, resulting in a good ductility, strength, and welding ability. Superior bonding strength. HSD bar are well known for their excellent bonding strength when used in the concrete. Welding capability. Since these bars have lower carbon content, they have 100% welding capability and conventional bars. High tensile strength. High strength deformed bars features high tensile strength. They offer great asset in the construction process where a lot of bonding and bending is required. Welding application ranges. These bars have a wide application of range like building, residential, commercial, and industrial structures, bridge. Satisfactory malleability, minimum weight, and maximum strength, and suitable for the both compression and tension reinforcement. Other types of rebars, guys. Depending upon the type of material used in the production of rebars, different types of rebars are as follow. European rebars. European rebar is made of manganese, which makes them bend easily. They are not suitable for the use in the areas that are prone to extreme weather condition or geological effects such as earthquake, hurricanes, or tornadoes. The cost of this rebar is low. Carbon steel rebar, as name represents, it made up of carbon steel and is commonly known as a black bar due to carbon color. The main drawback of this rebar is to corrodes. which adversely affect the concrete and the structure. The tensile strength ratio could be the value make black rebar on the best choice. Carbon steel rebars is not a good quality, not used in the commonly in construction because it corrodes. Guys, epoxy coated rebars. Epoxy coated rebar is black rebar which is epoxy coat. It has the same tensile strength but 70 to 1700 items more resistance to corrosion, guys. However, the epoxy coating is incredibly uh, delicate. The greater damage to the coating, the less resistance to the corrosion. Guys, this is epoxy coating reinforcement bars, epoxy coated rebars, galvanized rebars. Galvanized rebars is only 40 times more resistant to the corrosion than the black rebars, but it is more difficult to damage the coating of the galvanized rebars in that respect, it is more value than epoxy coating rebars. However, it is about 40% more expensive than the epoxy coating rebars. Guys, glass fiber reinforcement polymer. GFRP, glass fiber reinforcement polymer, is made of the carbon fiber. As it is made of fiber, bending it is not allowed. It is very resistant to corrosion and costly when compared to the rebars. Guys, this is the fiber glass reinforcement polymer rebars. Guys, stainless steel rebars. Stainless steel rebar is mostly expensive reinforcing bars available about the 8 times price of epoxy coated rebar. It is also the best rebar available for most for projects. However, using the stainless steel is all but the most unique of circumstances is often, but for those who have reason to use it, a stainless steel rebar 1500 times more resistant to the corrosion than the black bar. It is more resistant to damage than any of the other corrosive resistance or corrosive proof type or rebar, and it can be bent in the field. Stainless steel rebar. Guys, this is a type of steel reinforcement used in concrete structure. Hot roll deformed bar. Hot roll deformed bar. This is most commonly type of reinforcement rebar regular use in RCC structure. Hot rolling is done in the mills, which involves giving a deformation on the surface ribs so it can form bond with the concrete. The strain curve show a distinctly yield point formed by the plastic stage in which strain increases without increase in the stress. This followed by a strain hardening stage. It has typically tensile yield strength of 60,000 psi pound per square inch. Guys, this is too much straining. Guys, mild steel plain bar. These are plain bars and have no wraps on them. These are used in the small projects where economy is really concerned, as plain rebars cannot bend with the concrete. Hence hooks have to be provided at the end. In this type of the steel, two stress strain curves show a distinct yield point followed by plastic stage in which strain increase without increase in stress. This followed by the strain hardening stage, plastic stage, and mild steel bar is even more pronounced than the hot roll steel deformed bar. Typically, tensile strength is about 40,000 psi pound per square inch. Guys, cold worked steel reinforcement. When hot rolled steel rebars undergoes process of the cold work reinforcement is produced. Working involves twisting, drawing the bars at the room temperature. This effectively eliminates the plastic stage in the stress strain curve. Although it gives more control over the size and the tolerance of the bars due to removal of the plastic stage, it has lower ductility than the hot rolled rebars. It is used specifically in the projects where low tolerance and the straightness are major concern. This stress concern curve does not show the distinct yield point as distinct stage. It eliminates yield point is determined by the drawing a line parallel to the tangent modulus at 0.2% strength. Yield stress is point where the line intersects the stress strain curve. This is known as 0.2 proof stress. If the yield stress is deformed as a 0.1 strain, it's called 0.1 proof stress. Typically, tensile yield stress is 60,000 psi pound per square inch. This is guys cold worked bar. Pre-stressing steel. This is pre-stressing steel bars. Guys, pre-stressing steel is used in the form of the bars or tendons, which are made up of multiple strands. However, tendons strands are more frequently used as a those can be laid in the various profiles which as a primary requirement of the pre-stressing steel. Pre-stressing steel stands are made of multiple wires, typically 2 to 3 to 7 wire strands. Typically 7 wires strands consist of 6 wires span around the seventh wire, which has a slightly larger diameter, thus forming a helical strand. These wires are cooled down and have a very high tensile strength, ultimately strength typically to 250,000 to 270,000 psi. Their high tensile strength makes it possible to effect pre-stress concrete even after the undergoing short-term and long-term losses. These are used in the pre-stressed concrete in the bridge or pre-stressed slab in the building. Pre-stressing steel is also available as non-bonded strands encased in a PVC head. It is used post-tensioning of member. Pre-stressing strands are available as a low relaxation strands which exhibit low relaxation losses after pre-stressing. These typically used in a pre-stressing member with a larger span. Guys, due to process of the cold drawing, which is similar in effect to cold working, plastic stage is this type of the steel is eliminated that thus stress strain curve does not show a distinct yield point. Yield point is determined at the 0.1% or 0.2% proof stress. However, the design pre-stress concrete does not depends on the yield stress as much as depends on the ultimate strength. Hence, the property of the interest in the type of steel is ultimate strength. Guys, this is the pre-stressing rebars, 7 wire strands in this non-bond 7 wire strands. Guys, this is the stress strain curve versus type of steel, reinforcing steel. Specification of the reinforcement bar ASTM, and specification of the pre-stressing 7 wire strand ASTM. Guys, this is very much important diagram, stress versus strain curve for steel. We have the different values. This from origin goes like this, and this is for the pre-stressed concrete, pre-stressing concrete, high strength and high yield strength it has. This is for the cold worked steel. This is for the hot rolled steel, the curve. Guys, purpose and type of reinforcement steel. Reinforcement concrete was designed on the principle that steel and concrete act together in the resisting forces. Concrete is strong in compression but weak in tension. This tensile strength is generally rated up to 10% of the compression strength. For the reason concrete works well for the columns and posts that are compression member in the structure. However, when it is used for the tension members such as beams subject to the tension, girders also subject to the tension, foundation walls also subject to the tension, or floors, concrete must be reinforced to attain necessary tension strength. Guys, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. I will link this all these notes to the description of this video. You can download and read by yourself. This is very much important notes, guys. Every civil engineer this must know this knowledge. Guys, see the round. Guys, US standard reinforcement bars. This is the table showing the US standard reinforcement steel bars. This is the bar size, and this is area in inches. This is the weight lb per foot. This is the dia millimeter on inches. Guys, this is reinforcement number 3. Average square inches, the area is in a square inch, it is 0.11, and weight is 376 in inches. Size dia is in inches 375 inch, and in millimeter it is 9.53. For reinforcement number 4, area in inches 0.20, weight is in lb per foot 0.668, and inches 0.5, and in millimeter the size diameter is 12.7. Similarly, for steel number 5, the area is in inches 0.31, weight is in lb per foot is 1.043, and dia is in inches 0.625, and in millimeter it is 15.82. Similarly, for 6, it is 0.44, and the weight is 1.502. This is the inch in diameter in inch, and this is in diameter in millimeter. For the 7 number, this is the area in inches square inch, and this is the weight, and this is diameter in inch, this is diameter in millimeter. Guys, for 9 number, 10 number, 11, 14, 18, you can check it by yourself after downloading this file. This is important tables. Guys, this is metric reinforcement bars, and this was guys, this for reinforcement rebars we have two types of units. One is inch pound, as this is, and another is metric unit. Metric unit is only measured in centimeter, millimeter, or meters. This is as per metric size. Metric reinforcement is still bars. This is size, bar size designation. This is area in a square inch. This is in a square millimeter. This is the weight in lb per foot. This is weight in kg per meter. This is diameter of bar in inches, and this is the millimeter. For 10 millimeter bar, a square inch area is 0.16, and a square millimeter 100. lb per foot weight is 0.527. kg per meter is 785 inches. Diameter of bar is 0.445, and millimeter 11.3. Guys, you can calculate for different length: 15 meter, 20 meter, 25 meter, 30 meter, 35 meter, and so on. Guys, comparison of US customary and metric rebars. This is the table as to compare US metric and US standard bar, metric bar, and metric bar S. Bar size in standard US standard 3, bar number 3, 4 number, area square inches, this is, and this is the bar size in metric. One is US standard. US standards always in inches and pound, and in metric it is in meters. And 10 meters 3, bar number 3, square inches, area is 0.11, and in metric unit it is 10 meter, area is 0.16, and metric bar is 45% larger. For 4 number, for 10 number, this is 20% smaller. This you can read by yourself. You will come to know, guys. Note difference is based upon area of the rebar in square inches. Guys, reinforcing bar are hot rolled from the variety of steel and several different strength grades. Most reinforcing bars are rolled from new steel, but some are rolled from the used railroad car axles or railroad rails that have been cut into the rollable shapes. These are guys the reported portion. No need to discuss more on this. American standard bar marks. Guys, this is also repeated portion in the first section we seen. This is main reps, initial producing mills, that is H symbol, and this is bar size 11. This is the type of bars. This is grade 60, this is grade 40 to 50. numbers, symbols, grades marked here. Welded wire fabric. Welded wire fabric. Guys, this is the style designation, current designation by W number, previous designation by steel wire gauge, and weight approximately per 100 square feet. Guys, panels sheets 6 by 6 W1.4 into W1.4. This is for panel sheet, and this is for rolls. Steel metal reinforcement. This is also we discussed already, tension and steel. Guys, tension in steel bars are strong in tension. Structural grade is capable of the safety, carrying up to 18,000 psi pound per square inch, and intermediate hard and rails steel 20,000 psi. This is the safe or working stress. The breaking stress is about triple this. When this mild steel bar is pulled into the testing machine, it is stretched a very small amount with the each increment of load. In the lighter loading, this stretch is directly proportional to the amount of load with this. All at some pole known as the yield point, such as 33,000 psi for the mild steel as beginning. Guys, this was all about reinforcement rebars, types of steel reinforcement rebars and different grades. Please guys, if you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe and press the bell icon for the more updates. Thank you guys, have a nice time, bye bye.